I created one user. Let me log in first.
This is on premises.
Yeah, yes. See, only except first phase, you didn't feel any difference. See, generally, where you will go to create any user to do any setups, you will go FSM, right? How you will go? Click on user, setup and maintenance. Here also same. Go to setup and maintenance. Just this first page look and feel is different. See, there you will see different look and feel. Here you will see different look and feel. That's all. See, if you want to go to FSM, you will select modules, right? Corresponding, if you want to do any setups, you will select corresponding offerings or modules and you will do setups, right? So same thing here.
Yeah.
Click on application administrator. Here you can see all offerings. See, yesterday what I done, just I will here I will show you. Go to procurement. We verified what are the currencies created, right? Same navigation. Go to procurement, financial report structure, manage currencies. You can search with USD. See, everything will be there. Okay. So next what I done, what we created our one calendar, transactional calendar. So here only in procurement, financial report structure, manage accounting calendars. Manage accounting calendars. See, all this already a few are there. If you want to create, click on create or new button. Here P4 calendar, sorry, start date from we are giving January 1st. See, this frequency we already discussed, right? 4 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 4 weeks. Just I am selecting now here monthly. So that means every month is considered one period. So if you want to give prefix, give prefix. If you give prefix something, your period name will be like this. If you want to use any separator, click here, use this one. Or if you don't want anything, what is the format you are using? Here you will select whether you are using calendar year or fiscal year. Now I am selecting calendar year anyway, let it be default. This is how it's look like, January 2007. If you want any adjusting period, see here you can see at the beginning of year you want to use, or at the end of the year, or mid of the year, or only one adjusting period or two adjusting period. I am using only one. See, as I informed, this adjusting period will be available only under GL module. If you log in PO or AP or any subledger modules, you can't see adjusting period. Main purpose of adjusting period is to enter manual adjustments entries in GL at year end. Only you can see this period, whatever period it's going to be created, that period you can see in only GL. Okay, anyway, click on next. Everything will be same. See, here automatically system generated. See, January 1st, first period, 2, 3, 4. 13th period is my what is the adjusting period. Here you can see adjusting period checkbox checked. That means you can treat this one as a adjusting period. Remaining 12 are normal periods. So you can do any transactions under any subledger module like PO, AP, any subledger module. See, if you remember, if you have any idea about R12, in R12 you have to enter all these things are manually. You have to enter manually. You have to enter period name, everything. But here in Fusion, system will automatically create all the entries. That is the difference here. It's our work is little bit easy here. Click on save. Save and close. Okay, our new inventory got created. Let me go to here. See here, before sorry, not inventory, calendar. Okay, so today date is 9th, 09, February, March, May. So we created currency, we created calendar. Now we have to go to create chart of account. See, generally, for example, let's take one example. See, for example, I am having 3 companies. Okay, each company having total 3 companies we are having, and each company having 3 branches. Okay, see, for example, at the year end, once you do the profit and loss account, everything will be done. I got 1 lakh rupee profit, but how you will know which account is in profit, under again which branch is in profit and which branch is in loss? How you will know? If you want to know, you have to track individually, right? That means whatever amount you are going to spend, or whatever sales you are doing against to the company or branch, you have to track individually. That means how I have to track? Suppose if I paid rent, for example, I paid rent for company 1 and branch 1. Let's say first company I'm having 3 branches like Bangalore, Hyderabad, Pune. Okay, if I want, see, for example, here I paid rent for Pune branch, but how you will track that one? If you want track each and every transaction, how you will track? First you have to capture your company name dot, and okay, company name, and against which branch you spend that amount, and what is that account you spent, rent account. Suppose we done a sale, for example, some $1,000. Okay, so this one also you have to track. How you have to track? You have to capture company name and against to which branch. For example, against to Bangalore, and what is it? My sales account. See, like this, each and every transaction you have to track. This is called nothing but your chart of account structure. So what is the chart of account structure? Is mainly, first of all, you have to decide how many segments and what is the structure you are going to use to capture your company transactions. Okay, any questions here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how to create. See, for example, here if you take this example only, my chart account, how many segments are there here now? 3 segments. One is company is the segment, second one is branch, and what are the against which account I am going to spend that money. It's a rent or expenses, or any other employee expenses, or it's a sales, whatever it may be. Okay. Again, same navigation. Let me come again from starting. Select offering as a procurement. See, these all are basic setups, right? Creating user, creating your legal entities, creating your operating. These are basic setups. You can access all these basic setups from any module. See, if I go to financials, same thing will available. Initially creating user, legal entity structure, enterprise profile means if you want to create operating unit, here financial structure, everything will be same. But we are discussing procurement related, right? That's why only I am creating all these initial setups from procurement. Okay, go to procurement, financial structure, and here you can see these are the chart of account related one. first of all you have to create value set, right? Why? Because here I am having company having three companies, and each company having 3 branches. So I have to create, to store the values, I have to create value sets. And even accounts, we are having lot of accounts. Okay, anyway, first create value sets. Click on manage value sets. Let's see what are anything is there. Already anything exists with the name. Okay, if you want to create, just you can, this is the search panel, you can search with the existing data. If you want to create new one, click on this one, create. So I am creating before. First value set is company value set, and description module, this is creating for general ledger. Select general ledger. Validation type independent. Here also if you see in Artwall also we are having independent, dependent value sets type, right? Here validation types, I selected independent, same thing. And data type is character. Subtype selected text. What is your minimum length? I am entering 25. Just I created value set, that's all. If you want enter values from here also, after saving, one more button will be enabled, manage values. If you want to enter values from this screen also, you can enter. Click on manage values. Why? Because I selected independent, right? I have to select values manually. If you want to search existing, any values are there, you can search from here. Anyway, at this point of time, no values. So click on create. First value, let's say I am entering 100 for my first company. Okay, save and close. Value is 200, just for you must enable checkbox, then only these values will be available. So I created one value set for company, and also I entered values also. Done. Save and close. If you want to create new value set, one more, click on new. Before, what is this company? This is branch, I mean department. I am creating for general ledger module. Validation type independent. My type is character, and length is I am selecting as 25. Okay. See, now at this point of time, manage values are grayed out. So once I save, I can enter the values under this value sets. Save. From here also we can save, we can enter the values, or one more screen is there, I will show you. Save and close. So I created value set, save and close. From here only, this is manage chart of account value sets we created. Come down here, you can see manage chart of account values. From here also you can enter. Click on value set values, value set code. Search with your value set. This is my value set, right? Department. Select that one. If you select, you can see here manage values. Or you can edit. If you want to edit button. Again, if you want to create new chart, new value set, you can create. If you want delete, you can delete. Here you click on manage values. Click on new. Just create few branches. Okay. 1000. Let's say. Save and close. 1002. Save and close. 1003. Okay. Save and close. Done. So we created value sets. for accounts I am not going to create. I will use existing value set only. Why? Because we have to create lot of values under that value set. That's only we will use existing one. Okay, you got my point, right? Hello. Yeah, okay. So now we created values. So now we have to create what is our structure. What is our structure? Here we are having three segments. We are capturing company, we are capturing branch, we are capturing account. So that is my structure. If you want to create structure, same from here on. If you want to go from initially, just I will show you once, just for your purpose. Offering, select procurement, go to financial reporting structure. Here you can see we created value sets and we created values. Now create your accounting structure. Before that, just understand what are the changes in chart of account. It's completely changed from R12. Okay, see, generally once we create chart of account, we will assign to ledger, right? What is the ledger? Ledger is a combination of currency, calendar, chart of account and your accounting method, subledger accounting method. So before creating calendar, we have to create these three. Currency we already created, chart of account, calendar we already created. Now we are going to create chart of account. So then by combining all these three, we will create ledger. See, for example, I am having my company is in US and in India. Okay, so I have to create US ledger and India ledger. Okay, please understand here some changes in R12 when compared to, Fusion when compared to R12. Okay, okay. See, what is the structure now I am using? This is company. This is structure. For example, I am using this structure for US. Company, department and account. Suppose if I want to use different structure, means for India, let's take for first scenario, test case 1. Okay, suppose if both are using same structure, that means company, only they are using three segments. They are both India and US, they are capturing company, department and account. Then I can create only one chart of account. I will assign same chart of account to US ledger and India ledger. Okay, that is the first scenario. Okay, this is perfect. Take second scenario. Suppose for US ledger I am using only company, department and account, but for India ledger I want to capture product also. What are the products I am going to sell? Just for example I am saying. Okay, okay, company, department, account and product. So that means if I create one chart of account with these three combinations, for example COA1, can I use same chart of account for India ledger in R12? We can use same chart of account in for India ledger?
No.
No, right? Okay, this is the second case. First case we can use. Why? Because we are using same structure. We can use same chart of account for both ledgers. But if you take second case, I am using here only three segments. For India, they are capturing fourth segment for product. So what we have to do? We have to create one chart of account for US and one more chart of account for India, and I have to assign this chart of account to India ledger. Okay, now take third scenario, test case 3. Suppose both are decided for both US and India, same chart of account we are going to use COA1. Okay, that means company, department, account we are capturing. But for India, suppose take one second, take COA2. Okay, so US and India, they are planning to use only one chart of account. That means same segments, company, department, account and product. But here difference is India product is mandatory while doing any transactions, but for US ledger product is optional. We no need to capture here. In this scenario, can I use, so now I created one chart of account COA2 with company is mandatory, department mandatory, account is mandatory, and product is mandatory. So this chart of account I created. So can I use same chart of account for US? Even though the structure is same, but for India product is mandatory, but here it's optional, right? You are getting my point? Hello?
Yeah.
So what I have to do here, again I have to create one more chart of account. One more chart of account I have to create. It's not possible to use same chart of account. I can't assign same chart of account to India ledger and US ledger. Why? Because this product information is mandatory for India, but US ledger product information is optional. If I assign COA2 to US ledger, then what will happen? Product information we must provide, but here optional. So to resolve this issue, what we have to do? We have to create one more chart of account, and this chart of account we have to assign here. Okay. So test case 3 also not possible. Now in R12 not possible. That means we have to create different chart of accounts. But if you come to Fusion, you no need to create different chart of accounts. You can create only one chart of account. Okay. Only one chart of account. Its chart of account act as a template. It will act as a template. Based on this chart of account, we will create chart of account instance. Chart of account instance we will create. This chart of account instance we will assign to ledgers. So that means, suppose I created chart of account with this combination set: company, department, account, and product. So what I will do? I will create one chart of account by using template as a COA. I will create one instance. In this instance, I will make product as mandatory. I will create one more chart of account instance for US. I will assign this chart and I will make this product as a optional, and I will assign this chart of account to US ledger. So you no need to create multiple chart of account structures. In Fusion, we will create only one chart of account structure, and that structure act as a template. And one more thing, directly we are not going to assign COA to the ledger. Chart of account instance we are going to assign to ledger. You got my point?
Yeah.
So now we will see how to do. Maybe once we will do right, we will get some idea. Let me create chart of account structure. See, if you want to create chart of structure, here chart of account structure will act as a template. We are not going to directly, we are not assigning that structure to the ledger. We are creating instance based on structure. That instance we are going to assign to ledger. Let's see how it is. First we are going to create structure. It is nothing but a KFF, same as R12. In accounting, this one also COA is a KFF, key fixed field in R12. Here also same. Search with module. See, if you search with general ledger module, you will get only one KFF. See, key flex field, application general ledger, key flex field name is accounting flex field. This name is same as ledger. Same as R12. So select this one, click on manage structures. Now we are going to create structure. Click on new. Before chart of account structure, that is structure code. I am using same name, everything. See, here we are capturing, right, company, branch, and account. So what is the separator you have to use? Here you have to select what is the delimiter. whether you have to use hyphen, star, plus symbol, whatever it may be, you can choose from here. Use dot. I am using dot. Okay, I created one structure. Save. Under this we have to create segments. How many segments currently we are going to use? Company, branch and account. Okay, create segments. First segment, what is my segment? First company, before company. So here API name, if you observe here, API name, it's automatically system selected. If you want you can choose, you enter manually but without space. Don't maintain any space. Okay, what is the purpose of this API is, if you want to integrate with any third party system, that see, if you take in R12 also, if you go to PO headers all table, what is the unique column? Primary column, PO header ID, right? Like that, here API, in a lot of cases you can see this API name. API name is act as a unique key. By using this you can integrate, you can connect. Okay, enter description. Sequence is 10. Prompt, what are the display, what you want to display? Same thing I am going to display for in front end. Company, prompt, and what is the width? 25 I am entering. So if once we enter the values in the segment, where you want to store in tables, I want to store this one in segment 1 column. Here you will select what is the value set. So what is our value set? Before company. Okay, here if you see in R12 we are calling as a segment labels, but in R12 we will call it as a flex field qualifiers. So what is flex field qualifiers is, if you select what is this, if you say here only by using this, system will identify this segment is a company and this segment is a which segment is company, which segment is account. Like that, system will identify based on these labels. Suppose if you are using what is this, this one as a company, right? So for company you have to select label as where it is balancing segment, where it is balancing segment, intercompany local managed segment.
It's below primary balancing segment. Primary balancing segment.
Yeah, primary balancing segment. Yeah. So if you assign this label, so system will understand, okay, this segment 1 we are going to use as a company. So mainly here two labels are mandatory: balancing segment and natural account segment. You must provide natural account segment. Why will you use? To identify accounts information. Anyway, next I will go and create it. That time we will see. Save and close. Now I am going to create department underscore department. So API name same, sequence 20, prompt display 25. I am storing this value in segment 2. What is the default value we are going to use? I mean value set. We created our one value set before department.
What do you mean by sequence number?
Where is the sequence? No, this is in order it will show. See why? See, you have to use 1, 2, 3 like that. But why generally we will use 10, 20, 30 means in between, if you want later, if you want any add, so that we are providing space. Or else we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. But in between, suppose later, not only here, if you take even in R12 also, you can take any setups while doing any like if you are doing any what is value, not only value sets, lookup codes. There also somewhere you can enter this sequence. Even if you are technical, right? I think you know, while doing parameters also, you will enter sequence 10, 20, 30. Why we will enter like 10, 20, 30? In between we will provide space. Suppose later if I want to add one more parameter, so that I am providing space to developer. Or else suppose if I want to 1 2 3 4, in between suppose if they want, you got my point, right? That is just sequence. First company, next what we are going to use, what is this, branch. Next we are going to use account, sequence. So for company you have to assign cost center, label as a cost center. This is optional. If you assign this one, system will identify, okay, this value set whatever you are going to use, under that values, whatever values you are provided, those things as related to your branch, whatever it may be, department. So system will identify. In Northpal we will call this one as a flex fields qualifiers. But only two qualifiers we have to mention. One is balancing segment, second one is natural account segment. These two are mandatory. Anyway, if you want to create, anyway, just I will create. Okay, third segment is B4 account, API name, sequence I am going to use 30, round display with 20. I am storing in segment 3, and my value set I am using first one 00 admin account. I am using existing one. Because I have to create all the accounts, I have to enter manually, right? That is the case. You know, right, how to create value set. Same thing, just you have to create one more value set for values. Here balance here we have to assign natural account segment. So now our structure got created. So as I told you earlier, this structure directly we can't assign to any ledger. What we have to do, we have to create instance, depends on your requirement. Suppose I am having my company in US and India, I am maintaining two separate ledgers for US and India. I have to create two structure instance, but structure is same. I will use same structure, but in structure instance I will select all these options based on our requirement, whatever we discussed, right? We are going to see now. Anyway, let me select first. So now we created structure. If you want to create instance, structure instance, please click on manage structure instance, create new. See here, chart of account will act as a template for instance. B4 chart of account instance, name is I am going to use same, description. See here you check enable. Here dynamic combination creation allowed. So what it means is, if you select this one, suppose I am doing one transaction, I entered company as 1 and branch as Hyderabad and account as 001. So that account is not exist at present in system. If you select dynamic allow, first what it will do is system will check account is already there, account already created in system or not. If it's not created, what it will do is it will create dynamically, it will create. Okay, that is the purpose of that one, dynamic combination creation allow. System will check if that combination whatever you are going to use, that account is already exist or not. If it not exist, it will create and it will complete the transaction. Here in structure name you have to select whatever structure we created just now. What is our structure? B4 COI structure. See now what I am doing, I am creating instance based on this structure whatever we created. See, once I selected structure, automatically segments displayed here. So now here you have to modify what is based on your requirement. Suppose first click on company. Okay, go to edit. See, for example, for what is this for treat this one as a US ledger. Okay, for US ledger this company is mandatory, so I am selecting it's a required, so here it's selected. And for example, for US ledger all are mandatory, so I am selecting all these are mandatory. Okay, now I created my structure. So but I will create one more structure. There what I will do is I will make first segment as a optional. I mean for India ledger first segment is optional, and I am not going to use third segment. Why? Because for India, so for example, I am going to use only 2. Let's see how it will do. See here, if I want to create one more structure, just simply enter something. Okay, just I will show you. Here is select how you have to create. I will show you now. B4 automatically all these things displayed. See for example, this instance I am going to assign to India ledger, but what is the difference here? But for India ledger I am not going to use first segment. So what you have to do, just edit. Oh sorry, I didn't enter. 1 second. Edit and make this as a remove this one. So only these 2 segments I am going to use for this structure. And here one more is, suppose this company is optional, this second segment is optional. Here just go to edit, make it anyway it's a required checkbox we selected, right? We unselected, that means this segment is optional. And go to third segment. Here I am not using this value set. Why? Because department is for US is different department, for India using different department. Just for example I am saying. So for what I can do here, I can come here and I can select different value sets, so that whatever values I entered here, these values available under this instance. So now this instance I will assign while creating the ledger. Like this chart of account will work in Fusion. Any questions here? Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, one thing is we need some more time to practice and go through it, like because for you know everything, but
Yeah, that is
also,
okay. But you are understanding concept or not?
yeah, I'm understanding your concept,
See, if you want,
Also, can you go to the previous screen? I think so, where you were creating the structures. No, in that only show the structures.
see same screen. Here manage structures. First I created structures.
Go there, yeah.
Okay, search with our structure B4. This is structure. If you want to edit, just edit. See, this is structure. That's all.
Okay. Can we can edit this one also, the first one, Can you click on the first one?
Yes.
And
you can edit.
Okay. So in this, if you see the available labels over here,
Yes.
Cost center segment, intercompany segment.
Yes.
Here, company. So what are all this? And like for company, you chose primary balancing segment.
That's what I told, right? This is same as in NAT12 flex field qualifier. If you assign, then only system will understand this value set is related to company, and you are going this value set related to natural segment. So like that system will identify. Suppose this is company, right? You have to assign primary balancing segment. Then only system will identify this is your company.
Okay.
That is the mandatory setups you have to assign. Then only system will understand this is your company, this is your branch, this is your account.
Okay, because see, the thing is, as you were telling, it's the same as in R12, but we are technical. We don't know in R12 what was in R12,
Yeah, that's what. See, I am comparing.
We are not coming from a functional background. Like we are not coming from a functional background. We are a technical.
Yeah, I got it. That's only ready. Even I am informing how it's R12, how it's in fusion. See, these are just system has to identify, right? See, here I given value set as company. System, how we will know is if you assign for this segment as a, if you define this segment as a primary balancing segment, then only system will identify, okay, this is your company. Same thing.
Okay, so in short, basically for the segment one, like it should be primary balancing segment.
No, whatever company you are using, that is primary balancing segment.
Company. Absolutely, company.
Yeah. Suppose if your segment you are using account, right? This is my chart. This is my value set. System, how I will know this is your account? If you assign natural account segment, then system will identify that one. Same thing for department. Here we have to assign cost center. But this, see, only mandatory is primary balancing segment and natural account. That means company and account. Only these two are mandatory.
Okay.
But again, these are completely financial setups. Okay. Okay. See, for example, okay. Anyway, if you are still having doubts, I will take this example only. We will create two ledgers. Okay.
Okay.
Done. See, now I created one structure, right? What I am doing for US, I am using all are mandatory. Okay. So same thing we done here. Our is B4 COA 4. See, all are mandatory. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I will create one more structure for India. Let's assume this is for US. I will create one more structure for India. So India ledger, sorry, India chart of account instance, and I am referring same structure, B4 structure. Okay.
Okay.
See, for example, third segment is optional for India. Let's assume. Okay. Third segment is optional. Okay.
Yeah.
Then what you have to do? Go to edit and check the required checkbox. So anyway, that is optional. Only first two are mandatory. Go to that one, enable required.
Okay.
See, by using only one structure, based on instance, we are modifying.
Oh, okay. So basically, we created one structure, and
that
for
structure,
US India instance, we changed it.
Yes. For example, suppose for India instance, we are not using company. Just for example, I am saying, okay, I am not using this one. Just go to edit and disable all those stuff. Okay, and go to account. For example, one third case. For accounts, I am using different accounts in US and different accounts in India. Okay.
That's right.
Go to edit. I created one. Sorry, where it is? Value sets here. Yeah. Edit. See here value sets. This is US value set. At this point of time, it's available. So if I want to use India separate value set, you can assign different value set. So that we are maintaining separate values for India and US, but structure is same. Based on a requirement, we are modifying at instance level. This instance we are going to assign to ledger.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
In R12, what we will do is we will directly assign structure to the ledger. That's only here. If you see all these differences, if you want to capture all these things, we have each and every case you have to create different structures. US one structure, India one structure, US one structure, India one structure, and the structure you have to assign to ledger. But if you take fusion, I am creating only one structure, but based on my requirement at the instance level I am doing modification, and this instance I am assigning to ledgers.
Okay, so in this case, let's take the example like, for US, there are three structures over here.
I am unable to hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, now I am able to hear you.
Okay, you can hear me now?
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, so in this, for example, US, we are taking a bit. In this list, we have a complete department and account.
Your voice is breaking, sorry.
Okay. I don't know
Okay,
why.
yeah, please, yeah, now it's okay. Please go ahead.
Okay, now it's okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So, first case, US ledger.
yes,
It's complete department and accounts. Okay.
yes,
And for India, it is company department account and
product.
product. Okay. So in this case, what we created is we created a chart of account template.
Yeah,
In that,
chart of account template should be like this. Okay.
yeah, it should be clear.
Yeah, for US only first three segments you are going to use, right? Create one instance. There disable product. Just now I showed, right? Disable.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
So for India, create one instance and assign. Don't do anything. Simply assign that India to that COA to India ledger.
Correct. So, for example, now we have just got two US India, but if there are, for example, four, like US India, EMEA.
Create one more structure. Create COA EMA.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you
so
do one more EMA instance.
In that case, for example, like in India, there are four segments, but in EMEA, if there are 6 segments.
See, that's only. That is the case. Before that, you have to decide how many segments complete your company, how many segments you are going to use. That one you have to decide in COA before creating COA.
Absolutely, yes.
Suppose if you want, see, overall, first of all, you have to understand your business. Suppose India using 3, US using 4, EMEA using 5, and UK using 7. So your structure should be total 7.
7, yeah, absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
For India, you have to enable only 3. For US, you have to enable only 4. For EMEA, or you have to enable 5. For UK, you have to enable all the 7. Like that, you have to modify.
Got it.
But if you take in R12, you have to create how many? In this case, how many chart of accounts you have to create? 4 you have to create individually.
Yes.
But here we will create only chart of account that will act as a template. Based on the template, we will create instances based on our requirement. Each instance we will assign to corresponding ledgers. That is purely depends on your requirement, how we will do.
Got it.
Okay.
So in this case, so for example, if we have 4 companies, so in that case there will be 4 chart of accounts instances.
Yes. Suppose you have 4 ledgers, all the ledgers having different like this. Whatever we did just now, we discussed, right? Same thing.
That's right. Okay.
Okay, fine. Like that you have to do. Anyway, I am cancelling this one. No need to do all those things.
Okay,
done. Now I created my structure. And even we assign what is this? All the labels. So now what we have to do? We have to create. Ledger we have to create, right? Where is the ledger? Yeah. So we created value sets, we created values, we created structure, we created structure instance. Now we have to create ledger. Go to ledger, manage primary ledger. These all are under procurement only. See here, procurement, financial reporting structure, primary ledger. If you want to create new ledger, just click on new. I am creating our own ledger 4. Here we will give our chart of account. Not chart of account instance. See now. See here you can see only chart of account instance only, not chart of account. Our chart of account name is B4 COA, but you can see here B4 COA instance 4. Okay. Accounting calendar, whatever we created, right? We can use that one. Where is B4 calendar? Currency USD. your accounting method. This is completely related to subledger modules. Save and edit task. Done. Our primary ledger got created. If you want to see our ledger, go to financial reporting structure, primary ledger, search with your ledger. Here filter option you are able to see, right? Query by example. Just click on that one. See, like this, if it's available, click on query by example. It will open one row. Here you will type whatever you want, suppose B4, and enter. Okay, this is B4 ledger 4. This is our ledger. This is my chart of account. This is my accounting calendar. This is my currency. Okay, click on. See here, status still you are showing not completed your setups. What you are seeing, this is still under in process, not yet completed. Okay, now our ledger created. Now you have to specify ledger options. Once again I am telling, these all are complete financial setups, but to proceed our classes, right, at least we have to do basic knowledge on this one. That's when we are going to discuss. Specify ledger options. Here you will specify all the what is the accounting calendar, all this GL related stuff, all the accounts you will enter. B4 ledger. See, defaultly it came my why, because we are already in B4. If you see, let me close this one. See here you can see, right, specify ledger options, and if you come here you can see B4 ledger. So that means if I click on specify ledger options, automatically it's going to B4 ledger. If you want to go for if you want to create options for different ledger, just click on this ledger name, and here it will ask you select and add your ledger name, for which ledger you are going to specify ledger options. Anyway, currently I have to do only for B4 ledger, right? So simply click on that one. It will automatically go to B4 ledger. See, B4 ledger. Currency, this is chart of account instance is this one, and my accounting calendar, number of future periods open is 1. What it means is, suppose now we are in May, right? May. Suppose if I selected future periods as 2, I can enter transactions not only for May, June and July also I can enter, but we can't post those transactions. That is future periods. Just we can enter the transactions, but we can't post the transaction to GL. When can we post? Once May over, whenever we enter into June, that time only we can post the transactions. Suppose if we selected 0, that means you can't enter future transaction. That means currently we are in May, I can't enter any transaction date as June. For June we cannot enter, it's not possible to enter transactions. So just simply I will mention future periods 2. Your general language. These all are accounts completely related to GL. Even I am not sure exactly these things. Okay, no need to go further all these things. Save and close. Once you done this one, just then click on review and submit your accounting configuration. Then only your complete ledger should be your ledger setups will be completed. What it will do is, system will in background, system will run one concurrent program. Okay, review and submit. So if you click on that one, it will ask which ledger you are going to submit. Anyway, we are under our ledger. Where is that ledger? Sorry, one second. Our ledger is see here, our ledger B4 ledger 4, not our, this is not our ledger. So we are under B4 ledger, but ours is B4 ledger 4. So if you want to go to our ledger, just click on this ledger, select and add, apply, search with our ledger. This is our ledger. Select that one, save and close. So now this is our ledger. Now we are here. So we already discussed all these things, right? Okay, fine. Okay, save and close. Oh, sorry, I didn't enter the US language. Language as US. Okay, so just run that one. If you run this one, what will happen is in backend one content program will run. I will show you. Where is this? What is that program name?
Submit
8366. 1 second. Okay, click on done. If you want to see, here navigator is available, right? Navigator. But if you take Fusion, you will see this right corner navigator. But this is the difference when compared to Fusion and on-premises. Here only you can see navigator, but in Fusion you will see here right corner you will see. That's all.
left corner.
Sorry, sorry, left corner. Click on navigator. Go to tools. I think we already seen how to run a content request. Just we discussed tools, schedule a process. From here we will run concurrent programs. Or if you want to see existing concurrent programs, you can see here. See, here we run. Okay. If you want success. If you want schedule new process means if you want run new programs, you can click here, click that one and select here. Anyway, we are having separate discussion. Same like R12, we can schedule the programs. All those things we can do. We will have a separate session. That time we will see. Okay. This is the refresh button. You have to refresh. Anyway, systems are automatically submitted concurrent program. Okay, fine. This is how you will create ledger. So any doubt as of now until this ledger creation? Just you have to remember 2 points. What are the steps we done? We created COS structure, chart of account structure. This COS structure work as a template. We are not going to assign this COS structure to the ledger. What we have to do, based on this structure, we have to create instances. Depends on your, one is for India, one is for US, one is for EMEA. And here you have to do whatever modifications you have to do. Maybe you can make as a optional or required, or even you can change value sets, or you can disable all those stuffs. You will do from here. Okay.
Yeah.
And this instance you have to assign to your ledger. Now we completed a ledger. Okay. Save this one. Okay. So again I have to go to setup side. How I have to go? Click on user, setup and maintenance. Application administrator. Here you can see all your offerings. Click on procurement. Where is our okay? Where is that procurement we selected? Right?
Foundation.
No, legal. Now we are in what is this? Legal ledger completed, right? So legal entity we are going to create. Create on legal structure. So here you can see these are the options. See, first you have to create address. See, suppose if you establish any company, first you have to register with the government of India or US, right? You have to give that registration address from where you are going to register. So just first you have to create legal entity address. Okay, this is for searching. First one, if you want to create create new. Just I am entering line 1. I think some connection issue. 1022 New York. Oh, what happened? Connection to server. New York. Let's see, or else I will reconnect. No, let me reconnect. I think something problem. User 9. Go to application administration, go to procurement, go to legal structures, create legal entity address, create line address, line 1, city New York, state New York, postal code 1022. So now address got created. Save and close. This is your legal address. With this address you have to register with the government of India or US whenever you establish any company. That is your legal address. So you created legal address, then create legal entity. Here we will create legal entity and we will assign whatever ledger we created, right? That ledger we are going to assign to legal entity. Anyway, see. It's already we are going to create new ledger, right? So it's already assigned to one ledger. So first we have to go to our ledger. Just click on this ledger, legal entity, create new, apply and go to task. So create new legal entity. I will use, I think lot of things are there. I will use 44 underscore legal entity. This is your identification numbers you have to provide. Your legal entity address. What is the address? We mentioned ADDR1. ADD. This one. This is the address. And see, like these are the numbers whenever you register, right? Those registration numbers, just you have to enter something, your company registration. And if you remember first class, I told you generally in R12 where we will mention employee information in business group level, but in Fusion we are not going to maintain employee information at top hierarchy, means enterprise is just like it represents your company name, but where we will define where we will maintain all our employee information at legal entity level. So next we are going to see that. So for that you have to select this is legal employer. That means then only you can use this one. In HRMS you can maintain employees. We will see how to do that one. Okay, just select these two checkbox, save and close. So now what is this? A registration, income tax, enter unique. Okay, I think something already there. Enter, save and close. So click on manage legal entity registration. Just now we registered, right? Just to see the all this information, that's all, except that nothing. See our legal entity is, one sec, our legal entity is B44, right? One second. See, that's only. If you see any other legal entities, you can here in selected scope, right? This is common for in fusion. You can go any option like this is available. If you want to go to our newly created one, just click on this one first. You have to select our legal entity. Go to legal entity, select and add, apply. That is you can consider as default value. Where is our B44? Search. Yeah. Save and close. Now all the forms referring our legal entity. Okay, done. See, now all our forms, even if you click on legal entity, automatically it will go to B44 legal entity. Okay. So if it's already anything is defaulted, first you have to click here and choose your whatever value required, and then click on this corresponding links. So now we create a legal address, legal entity, and legal registration. So legal entity got created. Now what we have to do? We have to link up legal entity and ledger, right? So where we will do? Again, go to procurement. Here in financial reporting structure, here we can see where is that? Okay, go to all task. If you select required task, only few things will be available. If you want to see all, select all. Somewhere, yeah, assign legal entities. So what we are going to do? We are going to assign for our ledger our newly created legal entity. Click on this one, legal entity. See, 1 second, cancel. First verify where you are, whether you are in proper way or not. Anyway, we are in B4 ledger. Create legal entity. So from here we will assign. Click on here, select our legal entity, and assign. So like this, here we will assign what is this? We will create link between legal entity and you must assign balancing segment. Okay, that is just warning, not an error. You have to assign legal entity to ledger. Any questions?
No, not for now. So if in this case, if there are for one ledger, if there are 3 legal entities, then all the 3 will be assigned to the ledger.
That it depends on you, but see, generally we can't do, right, that one.
Okay.
Why? Because every for only one registration we are having for each country.
Okay.
But here only we will maintain at legal entity level. If you remember first class, legal entity legislative data group level, we maintained the employees. You remember that one, that point?
Yeah.
We will see that one. Okay. So, and now come to see, maybe now you will understand this one. What I told you for roles. You consider see how you will create any responsibility. First you will create function. Function is nothing but for example requisition form. Okay, first you will develop one form, that is a function. Then these functions submenus or functions you will assign to menu will assign to responsibility. Then you will assign to ledgers or OUs, whatever it may be, to the responsibility. That responsibility you will assign to user. That is this is R12. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now we will see what I told you. This function is nothing but here duty role. Duty role,
That's
see,
right.
yeah, duty role nothing but a requisition form is one duty role. PO form, I mean, we can enter POs, that is one duty role. Job is nothing but a combination of duty roles is a job. That means combination of function is a menu, combination of duty is a job role. Here we are not having any responsibility. Okay, how system will generate data roles? We are going to assign data roles to the users, right? We
Yeah.
are going to data roles to the user, but how these data roles will generate? See, once ever you what are the at what level we can enter transactions? At ledger level, all GL entries are at ledger level. At OU level, OU means here business unit level, that means AP, PO, AR, all these things are at BU level transactions. And one more is inventory level transactions, all your inventory related. Okay, right? Okay,
Yeah.
we can call this as a transaction entities. Whenever you create any transaction entities, system automatically create one data role with the combination of transaction entry. That means, for example, I am having one role. I will show you exact role names. Just consider GL is a GL role. I am having GL analyst, journal analyst. Okay, journal analyst. So now how system will do? For this role, system automatically assign this role and it will create one new data role. How it will look like? Your role name, maybe underscore or space, exact not remember, I will show you, with your ledger name, B4 ledger. Like this system will create one new data role. This role we will assign to user. Okay, anyway, we will see. Now we create a ledger, right?
Yes.
We will see any roles are created. Sorry. Go to financials, general ledger, here somewhere, yeah, review data roles generated for ledgers. See, review data roles generated, just we can review. See, where can we review, I mean, where can we see all these roles, and if you want to modify any roles, in APM, authorization policy manager. Whenever if I click on this one, it will connect to APM. Okay, see, here you can see, right, APM. Okay, see this one here, APM. This is a middleware tool, it's connected to APM. Click here, external roles, and search with just your ledger how many roles it created. This is just we are seeing, we are not assigning. See, total 5 roles. See, financial analyst space your ledger, controller space your ledger. These are called data roles. System automatically created, you are not creating. System, whenever you create any transaction entity, system automatically assign the transaction entity to the role and it will create one new data role. This data role we are going to assign to user so that he can do any he can perform all the actions. That means he can do journal entries, whatever it may be related to GL. Now you understand, right, how data roles will generate. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, suppose if I created one new OU, what will happen if I create BU? Suppose I am having one purchasing analyst. Procurement preparer is the one of the role. Procurement preparer is the one of the role. Suppose if I created one BU1, what will happen? System will create one data role, procurement preparer space BU1. If I assign this data role to the user can enter only requisition against to this BU1 only. If I want to create assign any access to BU2, what I have to do? I have to assign one more role called procurement preparer BU2. Like this, security will be provided here. Now you got it? How these roles are going to work? Or still confusion on these roles?
Yeah, I think so. Uh, can we discuss this again tomorrow, like, roles? And because it's a little bit important, like,
No, no. What exactly what doubt? See, here we are not doing anything. Whenever you create any ledger, system automatically
Yeah,
create.
that's right.
See,
So Rishi, what
yeah.
what I would think is like until unless we do the practice, we won't get the questions out of it.
See,
So
yeah, that's okay.
we'll
But here you are having any that is okay.
no, the concept wise, I think I'm good. But moreover, I'll have to do the practice on the instance, and then only we'll get the questions.
Absolutely right. Yeah, yeah. That is the main thing, Rishi. Once, like, if you're not getting practice, if you're teaching like for 1.5 hours, 90 minutes, everything will go bouncer. Like, we should simultaneously practice. Else it is of no use. This training, like,
Okay, okay, no issues. But here and now you understand, right, how roles will be generated. At least conceptually you understand.
Yeah, conceptually, yes,
Yeah.
sir, we understood. Yeah, we'll just go and do the practice and see how it works. And if we have any doubts or question, we'll definitely ask.
See, now roles are generated. Now, if you user want to enter against journals to that our ledger, what we have to do? We have to assign the roles to user. Where we will assign the roles? We have to go to initial user, select all tasks, create. Just simply click on implementation user. Anyway, we are going to search with user, right? So administrator. Username is this one. Select that one. Go to roles. See here, this is nothing but a now responsibility. This is the responsibility now. We are going to assign that responsibility user. What is our ledger? B4. If you search with your ledger, all related roles will display. General ledger. General. What happened? Okay. Okay, I think I already assigned. That's why only it's not available. Let me go. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, it's already assigned. That's why only it's not displaying. So we have to assign those what is this roles to the users. Anyway, if you are still in confused, tomorrow we will see. This is simple concept. You no need to create any roles. Whenever you create, for example, ledger, system will automatically create. This is the combination of role plus BU. This is your new role. What this role? If I assign this role to user, what will happen? User having access to only particular ledger, so he can enter journal against to that ledger. If I want to provide one more ledger access, I have to provide one more role. That suppose I am having here two ledgers, right? Ledger 1, ledger 2. So how many roles will create? Two roles will create. This is not we are not going to create anything. System will create. Just you have to use it. We are not having any control here. So if I assign L1 to user, he can enter journals against to L1. If I want to provide L1 and L2, if I assign these two roles to user, user can enter journals against to these two ledgers. Suppose user 3 is there, we have to assign only for L2. If I assign to L2, he can enter journals against to only journal 2, ledger 2 only. Like that it will. You no need to do anything here. System will automatically create. Okay.
Okay.
See, whenever you create ledger, it will create one role. But here what you have to do is you have to know the role name. That's all. See, suppose if you want to create any purchasing related setups, what is the responsibility name? Purchasing super user.
Purchasing super
Yeah,
user in Apple.
like that. Why? Because you already worked, right? So that's the reason you know. But here, what is the main problem is, as of now you are new, right? That's why only you don't know the roles. So first you have to know the roles, role names. See, if you know the procurement preparer is used to create the requisitions, then you can automatically you can go and search with the combination of this role and BU. So here just we have to know the what are the roles, main roles available. That anyway, while discussing procurement, we will see what are the procurement. While discussing inventory, what are the roles for inventory. All those things we are going to see. Just you have to know the, see, in Artwell you have to know the responsibility name, right? Here you have to know the role name. What are the key roles available?
Okay.
Though these data roles you don't need to do anything, system will automatically will create.
Okay.
You have to
So
use, yeah.
just one question. I don't know. As you told, this data will be automatically created.
Yes.
So how will system will come to know, like, that it has to be automatically, or which data role to which roles to put in, like,
No, see, system will know, right? That's only that's what they developed. See, if you create any ledger, all GL related roles will created with the combination of role plus ledger. If I
Okay.
created one BU, all subledger, BU at what level you will enter transactions for BU? For
Okay.
AP transactions, PO, all these will enter at BU level, right? So all
Okay.
PO
Okay.
roles will create with the combination of BU, or AP roles will create with the combination of BU. In inventory, what level you will do transactions? At inventory level,
Inventory.
at
That's right.
organization level. So if you create one
Understood.
new organization, all inventory roles will create with the combination with inventory. I mean,
Okay.
your new organization.
Okay. Okay.
See, that's only, if you see here, I created ledger. Only how many roles got created? If you see, only 5 roles got created, right? There is no AP role related to PO. All are related to general ledger. Why? Because ledger is related to GL module. BUs are related to AP, AR, PO, something like that. If I create organization, these are related to inventory. Got it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Anything?
No, not for now.